Hey guys, Battle Fist, welcome into another video. In today's video we're going to talk about twinking, and I will probably answer most of the questions that you had on the stream and that you had on the previous twinking videos and stuff that you're still asking. Yo man, is the twinking still viable? What can I do? How much gold you can earn per hour? What are the things that you can actually do with it? How to twink it, all that stuff. So I'm gonna try to address most of those issues that you've been asking me in the past in this video, and also I'm gonna talk about new things that you can do with twinking. So first thing first, right? How much you can actually earn as twink? Well guys, depends on the activity. Usually what I do on my twink is from 40,000 gold, I'm talking about gold, I'm not talking about items, to 150,000 gold per hour, so that is, right? All this gold that you see in my twink currently has been done in one stream. Most of it spent as well. I think I've done like 350,000 gold in one stream of like 4 hours or something, including searching for people, boosting people, farming other stuffs and all that stuff. So basically I've made raw gold 350,000 gold with my twink. Now how, you're wondering? One of the things that I usually do when I don't have idea what to do is just stay in the trade channel, made myself some macros for spamming the trade channel on boosting. As you can see, willing to sell leveling boost, 6 minutes per run, 10 runs, 2-3 levels, tarana. So basically you just made yourself a nice text like this and you just put it in a macro. This is how the macro looks like, /2, and you can do whatever after that. And then when you click the macro, it just spams for you the trade channel. Just don't spam too much because people will report you, ignore you and stuff like that, and it's losing, it's losing customers for you. But either way, that's the first activity you can do, level up people. How are you gonna level up people? Well, clearing up the dungeons as fast as you can. I have made video about every dungeon possible, how you can do it more or less the fastest way possible. But now, since the gear is improving, also the time is improving, the gold is improving, everything is improving, right? So, how much you are charging? Guys, when it comes to boosting with Twink, or when it comes to anything with Twink, when it comes to helping people with some activity with Twink, please keep the prices normal, man. I don't know, like, people don't appreciate their time. They don't really think, they don't really put the calculation into it, because in order to get some really good twink, like this kind of gear twink, you need to spend around 1 million gold, especially if you want to build up some leech on it. As you can see, I have like some leech stuffs that are giving me around 15% of leech. If I equip this instead, I'll have 22% of leech, which is quite enough for boosting dungeons and leveling people up as a balanced druid. For some more, for other classes, it'll be more. But you gotta consider when you're creating your price, guys, on your activities, on your things that you're gonna boost or something. You have to understand that you have spent a lot of money on it, so you need to think in the background of your mind that you need to repay that thing that you have paid somehow already. So if you go and be like, alright, boosting people 1k per run or something and make like 10k per hour, how can you even do that? Like, that's so dumb. Don't do that stuff. First of all, if you do something less that is 50,000 gold per hour, 40,000 gold per hour, it's completely waste of time. You have invested a lot of money, especially if you're trying to do twink now, since we have only like 2 or 3 hours, I mean 2 or 3 hours, 2 or 3 months before Battle for Azeroth comes. You have to understand that twinking, it's at the sunset right now, and if you're gonna make yourself a twink right now, you have to put yourself nice prices, you have to put yourself nice goal in front of you, because you need to, in order to repay that twink, unless you're doing it for fun, in order to repay that twink, you need to boost people for efficient money, for efficient, not money, but for efficient gold, right? So for efficient whatever, time. So, I usually boost 3k per run, so that is like, if you invite 4 people into a group, everyone pays 3k, you get 12k, you go and do that, 6 minutes per run, and you get 10 runs an hour, which is exactly the limit that Blizzard puts you anyway. So if you do 10 runs and you get 12k per run, you get essentially 120k per hour. And that is realistically talking, because I've done the other day boosting on the stream. You will see today, if you come on the stream, usually Fridays I'm gonna do boosting people and stuff until BFA comes. I wanna help out people that have alts that wants to, level up. I'm gonna boost probably like priority to Patreons and subs and everything else, but I'll be boosting like random people as well from the chat. So that will be my activity, because I don't really need any gold anymore, So if you are going to boost for gold, guys, you need to consider these two things, you know. Make sure how much time you need to spend on one dungeon and how much money you're getting from the people for boosting that dungeon. So that is what makes boosting or twinking efficient, you know. If you make your twink and you're wondering why the hell I'm not earning anything, man, I already made, you know, I've listened to Umbreon advice, I've listened to everyone advices, I've made twink, I cannot make gold. Well, because people don't consider another really big factor when it comes to twinking and boosting people. We're talking about boosting later, I'm gonna talk about farming a little bit. So when it comes to boosting, guys, you need to understand that in order to find people on the trade chat, you need to spend time staying here, jumping and pressing some macro, right? So that's another thing that you need to consider. That's waste of time. So that 120k, I mean, the other day I've made in 4.5 hours stream, I did 350k, and you're wondering, but if you do 120, you should be already like 400,000 or something, right? That is correct. You got a point there. Maybe 500,000 I should have made, but I'm spending like 20 or 30 or 40% of my time sometimes, you know, jumping in this spot or somewhere in the world and searching for people, you know, spamming that macro, answering people and stuff like that. I'm going to go into add-ons that can help you boost people if you want me to, or you know, if you have anything to ask, like any question at all about this topic, guys, or any topic at all, let me know down in the comments below, I will answer. But meanwhile, I'm just, you know, rambling and trying to find some answers on the question that you've been asking me in the past, like a lot of time. So, you know, you gotta understand that you're wasting a lot of time on the way until you find people, until you go to the dungeon, I mean, if you're going for solo boosting, I might play some content in the background, but maybe not. No, I think it's corrupted. So, you know, the other day I was actually boosting guy that he wanted to solo. You know, I've done that a lot, and you know, he wanted to solo buy boost. You know, I don't want to wait for people. I don't want to wait like 30 minutes or something to wait for people or something. And it's very efficient when you're boosting with Twinks to sell batches of things. You know, not you know, you need to tell people, you know, I'm selling 5 runs. You pay for 5 runs at the start, or 10 runs. I'm usually selling 10 runs. You know, so I'm telling them, if you want to come to get a boost, it's 10 runs, man. It's 1 hour of boosting minimum that you can buy, you know, because if you after 1 run you get me like you give me 3k, and then if I need to like Hearthstone back to the city after 1 run because some guy changed his mind and spend another 5, 10, 20, 30, I don't even know how many minutes to find another guy, the other people will leave. Then I need to spend more time to find more people, you know. So it's you know, it's not efficient method. So I see a lot of people are doing this stuff, and they're giving up after a while because it's boring, because it's whatever. But if you're sniping, for example, the auction house or something, I've made a guide about sniping if you want to know how. If you're sniping on auction house, you're spamming that macro while you're sniping, while you're waiting for something on auction house to pop up, you might even get yourself a nice trade, I mean deal from the auction house because you sniped something good, and then meanwhile you're making a roster of people that wants to get boost, and you can make 1 group or 2 groups or 3 groups in a row. I've had a queue of like 20-30 people at some point when I started doing this stuff. So, you know, you organize them in group and you tell them, right, I have 1 hour to boost 1 group, then it's your turn, then it's, you know. And that's how you do it, you know. You need to have another activity, or you can jump if you want here and watch some TV show or stream. You can watch my stream if you want, of course, right? Because you're amazing. But anyway, that's how you basically boost. Now, I just wanted to cover the basic concept and the main things when it comes to boosting, what you want to pay attention to and what you want to avoid when you're boosting, right? So next thing you want to know is, what can I farm with Twink? Well, I've made a couple videos. One of them is called The Spot, right? So with the goats, hopefully you know it. It's pretty efficient one. It was. Then you have another spot called Dark Heart Ticket, which is dungeon, that you go inside, you have skinning and herbalism, and you kill the mobs, you skin them, herb them. Then you have, I mean, I'm not here, it's not coincidence that I'm in Vale, because Vale is my favorite farm when it comes to this guy, you know. I farm Vale as a feral druid, actually, and you can watch me on the stream every day. I'm farming at least like 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, you know, something like that. I have a lot of keys, as you can see. So I'm farming Vale, and as Twink, you have extreme benefits when it comes to farming, because as a 110 char, you will never be able to get 73% of haste. And 73% of haste, what that means, it's basically your energy regeneration as a feral. Let me just show you that while I'm talking. So your energy regeneration is as feral is double efficiency, you know, like you have a lot more efficiency. Look at this, haste 110. Do I even have the big haste? No. Look, 113, and of course I have enchanted and gemmed everything in haste, but you see, look at my energy. If you go into your feral, like, which is 110, and you press like trash or something, you're gonna see your energy levels are regenerating by the rate of, you know, 50% of mine, maybe 20% of mine, I don't even know. But you know, this energy is really important as a twink, because you can target mobs faster, you can tag them faster, because your global cooldown is like 100% faster than any 110 char that there is as a feral. And then, you know, it gives you the power to pull the mobs around you 3 times faster, 2 times faster than everyone else, then kill them 3 times faster. You don't have to wait for energy. And feral is really sick because you can press this, you know, which is, what was it, brutal slash, and then trash, and then again that, and then you can kill them with like moonfire, which takes like no energy at all, as you can see. Look, moonfire, 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 moonfire. I can spam this stuff, you know, as a twink I can spam this stuff. As a not twink you cannot do it. So that's the difference between twink and not twink, and what you can farm about twinks, you know, with twinks. But generally what I would say is, you know, whatever can 110 farm, 101 level twink can do it better, except if it's some zone where twinks are not really working, like Broken Shore or Antoru, no, what was the new stuff? I don't even know, man. Antorus something. Broken Isles, yeah, Argus thing, yeah. Antoran Wastes, you know. So you cannot really go here and farm here with Twink, because these zones are not scaling down to 101. But, you know, anything else that is like farmable is level 110, you can do it as level 101 with the triple or double efficiency. So that's what you can do with Twink. Now, the last question that I'm gonna answer, it's something that everyone is asking me all the time. Dude, is it worth now, since it's end of the expansion, to do Twinks? Do I have, like, can I level up Twink? Do I have to level, like, is it good? And stuff like that. So, you know, right now, as I said, it's sunset of this expansion, right? So we have like 2 or 3 months left to play around with this expansion. And if you're going to spend your time farming a lot on your Twink, or boosting people a lot on your Twink, or something else a lot on your Twink, then you can, of course, by all means, level up a Twink and get it, you know, up to the levels and to the items and all that stuff that is required for the activity that you're planning to do. But if you just want to make Twink, you know, just to show off to your friends and stuff, then it is irrelevant whether it's worth or not, you know, because you're already not making it to be worth, you know, or making to show off or something like that. So, you know, Twinking right now, it's worth, like, it's really worth. This spot I farmed on my monk, which I farmed Veil for probably like years on my monk, and I know how to farm as monk. And my druid, since I started farming as druid, it's triple more efficient, or double more efficient, let's say. You know, I'm getting double of the sky shot that I was getting, I'm getting double of the keys that I'm getting double of the gold that I'm getting as monk, as a not twinked monk. So, you see, the efficiency is increased. Now, how can you calculate whether it's worth? I have a way of calculating stuffs, you know. You need to put on a paper, guys. Wait, let me just turn on the monitor. Where is the monitor? Oh, there we go. Okay, so you have a way of calculating efficiency on things, right? You need to understand this is how it works. Alright, so let's say that you're farming right now Veil, right? Veil on a normal guy, it's like 20 to 30k, maybe less. It doesn't matter. 20 to 30k Veil, non-twink. So you need to put this on a paper, guys, if you want to know. I mean, I cannot answer for every server, for every realm, for every, like, I don't even know what else there is, like specification stuff. So I cannot answer for everyone generally whether it's worth or not. You need to take out the paper and put this on a paper. So 20 to 30k you know, per hour. How many hours I'm farming a day? 2 hours. Okay. How many days I'm farming? In let's say in a week, right? Or in a month. I'm farming, let's say, 15 days, right? So 15 days, 2 hours a day, that is 30 hours. 30 hours of farming, 20 to 30k per hour, which is 20 multiplied, that's like 600 to 900k per hour. So that is how much I'm earning right now on my char. Okay, so that means in 3 months from now, which the expansion will come out, maybe Twinks will work, maybe it will not, so I cannot really like, I'm not really like Nostradamus or something to predict, but so let's say that we're farming for 3 months, so that is 1.8, can you see that? Yeah, 1.8 to 3, so 2.7 million until BFA. All right, that is how we calculate how much gold you're gonna make if you farm on a non-twink. Now, this is what you need to do. Alright, so if you farm as a twink, Umren says that I'm going to farm 50 to 60k per hour in Vale, and that is how much I'm farming. I can even show you that if I just find the desktop, the spreadsheet. Okay, mobile farming. Alright. So this is my spreadsheet that I've been farming hours and hours and hours, and this is how it looks like. Close. Alright, so this is how it looks like. This is my average of farming out of how many hours? 8.3 hours so far I have farmed. I have farmed 39 keys per hour average, 1.4 shards per hour average. Total gold I have farmed 466,000, and average of that is 56,000 per hour out of all these hours. I'm farming a lot of hours without putting them into the spreadsheet, because sometimes I'm just farming for like 20 minutes, which is not worth to type a field there. But that's how much I'm usually farming, 50 to 60k, you know. So I will just say, let's just call it 50, alright? Let's just remove this for easier calculation. So I get this 50k per hour, right? And then I have the same calculation, 15 days, 30 hours, right? So 30 hours, it's 1.5 million. Let's just say here 25, so it will be around 750. So 750k. That's not per hour. That's how much I would have farmed, and then that's what 3 months, around 2.25 million until BFA. So this is like the average number that I'm going to farm, right? 2.25 million, and then I have here 30 hours multiply 50k is 1.5 million, then that multiply 3 months is 4.5, so 4.5 million. Now this is only for Vale, like this is considering that the math only works that if I'm farming Vale, but additionally if I have Twink, I have the option to farm, you know, 120k per hour by boosting people. You know, how many hours I'm gonna boost a day? I don't know, maybe 5 hours, out of which probably 30% will be lost into the you know, looking for people and all that stuff. So it will be like efficiently 3.5 hours of boosting. So it's still 3.5 hours, you know, multiplied by this is around 360, 400 and I don't even know, 420 I guess, so 420, right? That's lovely, right? So you have this option. I mean, I'm just I don't know if you heard that, but something happened to the window, took my attention. But you have this option of boosting people as well. So that's what I was trying to say, you know, if you have Twink, you have these options, and when you see at the end, I've earned let's go, I've earned 2.25 million versus 4.5 million only by farming Vale. So I essentially made 2.5 million extra in farming of, you know, 3 months. So if I need to pay 1 million, 1.5, let's say million for a good gear on my Twink, then I have 1 million extra of what I would have earned if I just farmed here, 1 million extra, and plus I have a Twink that I can use for whatever else. So is it worth really? You have to check on your server, man. You have to go and put the things on your on a paper, how much, you know, you need to go and farm Vale like 10 hours or something on your normal guy, or not Vale, whatever else you might farm with your Twink, and farm some, you know, and then make a Twink and farm something with your Twink and try it out and test out the numbers if you want to, because you can generally buy items for like 5k, you know. If you're just farming things, like if you want to test in farming without boosting, because in boosting you need leech, you know, leech gives some really high price to the items, like this stuff with leech, I have bought 12,000 because I sniped it, but this, for example, look at this stuff, purchased 59,000, this trinket is like 5,000 on this item level, right? But with leech on it, it's 59,000. this trinket, it's usually around 10,000 gold. I bought it 100,000 gold because it has leech on it, right? So you don't have to buy the leech items instantly. You can make still Twink, you know, spend like, I don't know, like 100,000 gold, 50,000 gold on buying some basic stuff. Go and try out, you know, go into your spots that you're usually farming, try out, do the mathematics, compare the numbers and see, is the Twink really worth for me or is it not, you know? And then you will see, you know, start spamming trade chat. Maybe, you know, you can find some people to boost. If you find people to boost, try and boost them. If you can boost them with your current gear, then do it until you get yourself better gear. And then, you know, buy better gear, optimize your stats, what is better, you know, whether it's haste on your char better, whether it's crit better on your char, mastery. You know, for Demon Hunter, I know that mastery is good because it gives you movement speed, it gives you damage, and also crit is second best. So you have crit and mastery as a Demon Hunter, so then you're gonna have to optimize your stats a little bit to be more efficient when it comes to runs, you know, because 6 minutes per run if you're boosting something is the biggest efficiency you can achieve, you know. Anything that is like yeah, but I do 4 minutes per run, who gives a fuck, man? Because you cannot do more than 10 runs an hour. So 6 minutes per run, 10 runs, 6 minutes, 60 minutes. That's 1 hour, is it? I mean, right? So you cannot really boost more than 10 hours. Even if you do the runs in like 15 seconds, you can still not do more than that. And I usually get people that are buying like 2 packages, 3 packages of boosting, 5 levels, 10 levels. I also charge them on level basis. If they are alone in my group, then I charge them like 40 to 50,000 gold per level, which is also for me, you know, it comes the same because it takes, when I'm boosting someone, it takes around 20 to 30 minutes to get a level. So for me, 50k or something, or 40k each level, it's 80k, and I'm boosting one guy and I have to wait. The other day I was boosting one guy 40k per hour on the stream, 40k per level actually, for like I don't know, like 7 levels or something. So I got myself a lot of gold from that as well. I gave away something, but most of the stuff I still keep around somewhere, and I will probably give away soon. But anyway, guys, that was all that I wanted to say about Twinking. If you have any specific question about Twinking, do not hesitate again to ask me whatever you want, you know. I will just try to answer that stuff. And also, hopefully I answered like most of the stuff that you've been concerned about, Twinking and stuff, in this one. If I haven't, I will do in the next one. But guys, thank you all for watching today. Make sure to listen to your parents, be good boys, Battle Fist, and until the next time, thank you to all the Patreon, thank you to all the 3 Patreons we have right now, actually 5, but 3 are my obligation to mention in the videos. So thank you to the big boy Patreons that are supporting the channel, and guys, hopefully gonna stay awesome in the future as well. I'm trying to stay as much helpful and as much entertaining, let's say, as possible. But anyway, see you guys in the next one. Thank you all for watching, and until the next time, love you much, no homo. I've been Umren, and see you, Umren off.